Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to another Ocarina of Time randomizer. This is either number 6 or number 7. I can't remember because the very first Plandomizer I ever created I deleted because it wasn't as good as the second one. And so let's just call this number 6. This is also randomizer build version number 6. It's been about 3 months since I've done any randomizer, the last of which was number 9 of Majora's Mask. So if you're sick of these things too, believe me, so am I. But it's about that time, we gotta do it. There's some new things to talk about. First of all, why do I have the mirror shield? Well, we're starting in Lon Lon Ranch, because that's a new thing, I guess. Spawn locations. I did choose to start with these 3 things. Epona Song, Serenade of Water, and Prelude of Light. Call it defeating the purpose if you want. Get mad if you want. Doesn't faze me in the least, because after you've done 15 or 16 of these things, patience is tested. And I like to just move quickly. There's no owl statues in this game, there's no swift sail, like in Wind Waker. And yeah, you just kinda move a little too slow for my liking, so at least having those songs covers the far corners of the places. And it's not even everything, like it doesn't cover the forest very well. Death Mountain is still gonna take some time to get up to. Shut up, Naughty. Well, let's go to Mido's house because it kind of put us nearby here, and that's usually a good place to start. Double damage is active, token sanity in dungeons only. Rainbow Bridge requirement is spiritual stones, which, believe it or not, I've never done yet in all of these randomized seeds that I've played. So theoretically, that means we only have to do 3 dungeons, but you never know where items you need may be, so we might have to dip into something else. Gather some Deku Sticks, because who knows where the Kakiri sword is. Yeah, as far as new things, though, aside from the spiritual stone thing, owl warp locations... Oh, that's not good. But yeah, the owl warps are random now. Wow, we could become a kid already. That's beautiful. I love it. Bomb chews. I did not choose to put them in logic this time. But I think we could still use them. Yeah, don't need the bomb bag. Sweet. And I did not shuffle ocarinas, so if we leave here, I should get the fairy ocarina, which is beautiful because then we can play the Prelude of Light and get... Yeah, let's go become a kid. There's more we could do as a kid. It's pretty lucky. What else haven't I said that's new? Yeah, the spawn locations as an adult, so we started in Lon Lon Ranch as an adult, where normally you always start in the Temple of Time. Who knows where Child Link may start? I guess we could test that right now if we wanted to, or we could just move. Oh, that's another thing. The bunny hood operates like in Majora's Mask. So you move at 1.5 times your normal running speed if you have the bunny hood, and there are so many other speed up options now available with this thing, one of which is all of the Happy Mask crap can be done from the start. So you bet I enabled that thing. So in fact, we can go to the shop right now and get the bunny hood. But the most important mask is probably the Mask of Truth, because there's a lot of treasure locations locked behind that one. Like the Deku Theater, and I forget the other one right now. Zelda's Letter, apparently is already equipped. That's another one that has a new thing. Also, first, where do we gotta go? We have one already, sweet! Water Temple, that's beautiful. Deku Tree, that's even more beautiful because that's the fastest dungeon. This is gonna be so fast, theoretically. You never know where there's gonna be an item that we're gonna need, though. We do have to defeat Ganon. This is not a Triforce hunt like I did in the last Plandomizer of this game. So, yeah, like light arrows we're gonna need. Yeah, let's get the bunny hood, because we just gotta move, man. My brain is in, like, bunny mode. Bunny hood mode. So that's very nice. Got a stick, let's get a spider. And then we will go to Kakariko. Yeah, the Skulltulas are dungeon only. Did I say that already? So all these overworld ones are guaranteed to be a token. Yeah, I mean, really, the biggest new things are the spawn location, the owl being random, and the spiritual stones requirement for the bridge. Everything else that's enabled here I've done before. I think I've done a double damage seed. Oh, stick. Alright, take a breath. I do know once these things get going, they can be fun. There's just, I guess, some things to say or about it. But whatever, we'll say it as we go. Could do Lon Lon Ranch. Kakariko. Anju's chickens, I always set to 0 anymore because I can't be bothered collecting them all. I don't know. It's nice to replay a game. I used to replay games as a kid, maybe every 6 months, or maybe every year or so. Like these really good ones like Zelda. I would always bounce back and forth between GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, actually, on that note, let's go check the grotto. Yeah, it's about to be nighttime. Can't go to the graveyard yet because the kid's gonna yell at us. So we can run up to Death Mountain, which is gonna be open. Let nighttime trigger and then come back and do all this stuff. That's very nice. Yeah, that's beautiful for hunting the spiders. Oh, dungeons are random. I don't think I said that yet. So, bottom of the well, there could be Deku Tree or something. And we know we have to do Deku Tree and Water Temple. And we already have one of the spiritual stones. So where those are is part of the puzzle here. That gate is already open because that's one of the settings you can do now. I mean, that one's been there, but Zelda's letter, it used to be you could skip having to sneak past the castle guards to go see Zelda. But now, in addition to that, you can just skip Zelda altogether and just have the letter. So that's another speed up that I enable. That's why I have the letter already. All these people have the masks already. I don't know what that does for their item. Well, no, the mask guys just gave you a mask, so... Well, no, the rupee prize. Like Impa's song location where you normally get Zelda's Lullaby, I do not know what happens to that location. Or any of those rupee payouts for the mask trading. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I guess we should talk to Navi so she shuts up. These trees, man, every time. Alright. Yeah, I'm also playing Stardew Valley alongside of this. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I just finished year 1. That's how far ahead I am, so that's one of the reasons why I'm playing this too, just to stop being so far ahead of the actual release schedule of that. But also, I need to break it up because, like I said, it's been 3 months since I've done a randomizer, and it shows. Because every Let's Play I've done in that time has just pretty much bombed. It seems to be the trend with this channel. So like the Zelda randomizers, thankfully, I think they still kind of do okay. But then everything else doesn't. So it's like, I do the other stuff because I'm excited about it. But then give it 3-4 months and it's like, ah, crap, I gotta do a Zelda randomizer or else everything it's done. It's a weird trap to be in. That's junk. But obviously there's worse things. Because this is a fun game. When you really break it down, it's just like everything. Like I was saying, that's the whole reason I brought up how I used to replay games. That's good, we have double damage active, so more hearts means staying alive longer. Can't do anything else here. Yeah, it's just when everything calls for a Zelda randomizer like every 3 months or every 2 months, it's like, it's too much. I can't do it. Let's warp to the lake. And see, there's an owl here. Let's see where the owl takes us, since that's a brand new thing. I like how they just rip those out now, too. Although the sparkles were nice. Lake Hylia, we could go fishing. That's about it. So this guy normally, where does he bring you normally? I don't even remember. Castle? That's way better than the castle. Hold on. We could do this. This isn't gonna be anything major though, because bomb trees are not in logic, therefore I should not be able to bust that already. Well, you never know. Bomb bag could be somewhere, and then theoretically then this could be part of the logic. Well, it was something. Let's just not explain that anymore. My brain was going, but then the item already happened. Hold on, we have the slingshot. The target. I love this bunny hood, man. It's like you just blitz like a madman and be like, where the heck am I? Where the heck am I? And you just look with your eyes and be like, what's near here? What's near here? And you just look at your items and then it's like, there it is. Go! That's where my brain is right now. And it's beautiful. I love just like you could picture this game in your mind and put it on like 5 times the speed. And you could still understand it because you know it like the back of your hand, and it's like why sit through all the slow parts of it, you know? What's the purpose of that? And what's the purpose of these guys when you don't have the money for it? Yeah, there's... I could use Deku Nuts on them, but yeah, I don't have the money. Scarecrow song, that speed up is active, where all you have to do is pull out the ocarina and it acts as if you played the song and already registered it. So that's beautiful too. So right here, for instance, as Adult Link, if I just pull out the ocarina, the Scarecrow appears and boom, you're on your way. You don't have to mess with anything. The franticity of our city. I said that recently in something else. Franticity is not a word, but you get it. Now I'll calm down. Gotta be real careful here. Because these guys, especially with double damage, are not to be taken lightly. Let's see what Saria has. Saria, whatever her name is. Does this guy not do 3? Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just power walking, man. I love it. And you guys got nothing with this run speed. It's beautiful. The bunny hood, man. Was that intended to be this way in this game too? I wish I could see what the forest temple is. But we're very close to 10 tokens. This almost seems faster than Majora's Mask. Doesn't affect the jumps though. Don't get the long jump because of it. It's interesting, but yeah, like now, there's no way I can play Ocarina of Time without this now. I mean, if I really sat down, then yeah, I guess. The sword. See what the sword is? See what's in the shop. Shop sanity is set to random. So anywhere from 1 to 4 items in every place could be something. Nothing but junk here. Mido. Looks like I set to open. I don't even remember, honestly. I just was going down the drop-down menus being like open. Like 1 carpenter. So we only have to rescue 1 carpenter and then we can sneak around the Gerudo place. That'll be interesting to see though, because Gerudo Training Grounds counts as a dungeon entrance. So that could be one of the main dungeons, and one of the main dungeons could be that thing. Which normally in your head you don't really think of as a dungeon. But yeah, like if you were to write down on paper, from start to finish this game, the path that you take, how fast you could finish it from start to finish compared to actually playing the game and sitting through the cutscenes and the slow menus and stuff. And that's what all of these speed ups and the bunny hood and it all just kind of brings it closer to that, I think. Which in terms of replaying every 2 months or something ridiculous, which you would normally never do unless you're obsessed or in a situation like me, I guess. It's just beautiful. But I suppose there is a limit. You can't speed up everything to the point that you just cut to the credits, you know? Alright, Deku-Tree, what are you? Deku-Tree? Spirit Temple, that's... Alright, let's do it. Gotta be careful with that double damage, though. Actually, wait, can I even do anything in here? I can definitely clear this room. If I could aim. We don't even have to do this dungeon, but... if you were sat down in a room and forced to play any Zelda dungeon, the Spirit Temple would be one of them, I think, that would be tolerable. It makes it sound like I don't like Zelda, and yet it's my favorite franchise. I think. Favorites are a stupid thing when you really think about it. Because anything could be your favorite. Yeah, I think we're stuck here. I don't have the boomerang. There's no long jump, no Din's Fire. The other room is the Stalfos boomerang, which you could use. I could get over there and get the chest, but one swing from this guy and I'm dead. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Alright, I waited for morning for Lon Lon Ranch. Got 3 pickups here. I know I don't have to do this at all, but it does help. I am like 6 days away at this point from an endoscopy. Endoscopy. It's gonna be $9,000. out of pocket. I do have insurance, and hopefully it's worth it, so that it's not $9,000. Because that's only one charge out of like 4. I mean, between doing taxes and that. Hey! That opens up the warp to Zora's River, and I think there's like one other thing that's good for. I can't think of it right now. Oh, Rudo's letter. Which we do have to get that. That's junk. Yeah, Zora's Fountain I set to open as Adult Link, but for Child Link we still need to find the letter in a bottle. What was I saying just now? Oh yeah, the $9,000 thing? Yeah. Between that medical stuff and having to do my taxes, I think I'm about to lose $20,000, and I'm not even exaggerating. I think it is going to be $20,000. It's just gone. And that's pretty frightening. Maybe it'll only be $10,000, but it really just depends on insurance. Another token. And now we just get the heck out of here and not running across the ranch again. What are you, nuts? Have we haven't checked the market yet. Got a little bit of rupees here. Can't do bomb shoes because we don't have bomb bag. Why did I say bag like that? That was weird. Where am I from all of a sudden? A tunic for 10 rupees. Well, yeah. Normally they're 300, right? So that was not a shop tunic. That I set to orange. The Zora tunic I chose royal blue. I don't know what that looks like exactly. Doesn't look like anything out of the usual really here. Could do this game though. Even without the slingshot, you can do this one. Oh man, it feels like it's been forever. Every time I come back to these, it's like I gotta remember how to aim. Oh, what the heck? I thought I had it. Alright, free go. Oh, the past few days here have been pretty nice, though. I got a little bit of that spring fever kicking in, which could be another reason why I'm so frantic about this right now. Because in a way, it's like, I don't even care, just get it done, I want to go outside. But then again, you go outside, what do? Just walk around. Come on, stab you in the forehead with a nut. I told that rupee. Just let it show its face here again. Alright, here he comes. Oh wait, these guys are okay, alright. Get ready for him. You... okay. Great! I got my ammo... So all of that was... we did that to stress our brains out. That's a great building. They have a good business going. You want stress? We got it by the handful. We got buckets of nuts. Walnuts are good, though. I'm getting my money back. I didn't pay for this. Stupid crap. Son of a crumb. You dope. And other such words. Look at this. It's like going to the bank and they break your kneecaps instead of getting the withdrawal that you so politely asked for. A wise guy. Not even worried about it, just run. What are we doing? We got Skulltula things, that's what we're doing. Did we do? The stress just invaded my brain, also brain, and I can't remember if we did anything here. Did we talk to this lady? Apparently not, but she just paid me back for that travesty. No, we definitely did talk to her, wait. She's not infinite. I don't know what just happened. Let's just talk to Jumpin' Jack Bob in here. Hopefully he has something good. That's not something good. Spend all day doing power squats, and what do you got to show for it? Nah, it's all good. That house is like a, who's that fitness guru, dude? Oh, what the heck? How do I not know his name? And what are we doing? We're done here. We gotta think. We got warp songs. For moments like this, when we're far away from something where we want to be. What do we got? Nothing really. Nothing. Richard Simmons. That's what it is. The House of Skulltula, people. It's basically a forever and endless Richard Simmons workout in there. Doing their little power squats. You just picture them with those little, like, expand-a-band things, you know? Just, I don't know. I'm going to the lake to try to simmer. Could go fishing. Fishing is a good way to relieve stress. Especially when you catch a real lunker. Is Richard Simmons still alive? I think he is. He's just old, right? I still remember him on Whose Line Is It Anyway and stuff. Just, and all the times on David Letterman when he would just appear. Silly stuff, but it's a nice chuckle here and there. I know what you are, sign. Stop telling me. Ah, yes, I do like this fishing pond every time. It's one of those screens, you know, when you think Ocarina of Time, you picture this in your head. I never could pull off the weird glitches with the boots you could do in here. Where you can walk to the center of the pond, yet somehow still cast the rod. Come on, Mr. Fish. It looks tasty! Maybe not. Yeah, see? There you go. That was beautiful, actually. Right next to the docking bay. It's about the size of Link. 8 pounds. There we go. 8-pound hero. That'll do the trick, right? You just gotta break his record. 8 and 10, I think. Well, alright, it was nice. Yeah, so we don't have to bother about the scarecrows, because it's already set up for us. Beautiful. I don't know how else to finish that sentence. Yeah, Stardew Valley, though, that Let's Play is super calm. I mean, the game is super calm. That's one thing to talk about with these Zelda things. I said this in an episode, one of the later ones that's not going to come out for like a month, because it's that far ahead, but I think a lot of people think the commentary in these things is so much different than the commentary in all the other videos that I do. And I really don't see how. Oh, well, that was kind of wasteful. I mean, I get it. The only difference is these things are long. So if I don't do cut after cut of stuff, there's more dead space that just have free-flowing thoughts. Gerudo Valley has two things, the waterfall and the crate. I don't know which to do first. The crate is faster, and since that's kind of what we're doing here, don't have to worry about the music now. I know, it's like the greatest music in the game, but it's one of those weird songs that still gets flagged randomly. Super Metroid has it too. Green Brinstar randomly gets flagged in YouTube's system. That's another randomizer I was thinking about doing. Hey! That's a bomb bag. This is going pretty well so far. Okay, so that actually opens up the bomb chews. We could take the owl. I mean, there is still the waterfall, though. But that opens up all of Goron City. Because the owl takes us right there where we need bombs. So yeah, that's a whole section of things to do now. What other owls are there? There's just this one and the one at the top of Death Mountain, right? I don't think there's a third. If there is, it's one of those rarely used ones. Yeah. Alright, but what can we actually do here? That's the thing. Don't have Zelda's Lullaby, don't have Saria's Song. But we have Bomb Bag, so that guy will not think we're an idiot and he'll actually award us for blowing up his face. Because without the bag, he doesn't give you the prize. More bombs. Alright. Shut up, Navi, jeez. Medigoron, who normally gives you the giant's knife that always breaks, you know? And the carpet salesman in the wasteland. They're a new option, though. For 200 rupees, they sell something that's different from their usual, that could be major. I think I enabled them, but obviously I don't have the ability to hold 200 rupees. But there's this, we can get the spider and the 2 chests, but not the leftmost one. A song would be nice. I mean, without Zelda's Lullaby, you're kind of limited what you can do in this game, at least as a kid. And then just random spots in almost every dungeon. Holy crap! Yeah, double damage. I forgot those things normally do a lot. There is a rock in here. Maybe there'll be hearts. Yes. Okay. So Darunia, we can't really talk to. We can't light the torches then either. The shop. It's not worth it. Let's just see what we can do out here. I got a bad feeling this is going to be 200 rupees. No! Okay. That's pretty good. It would have been nice to be the warp song, but we can see what Dodongo's Cavern is. Can't pick this up. This is always one of those awkward spots because of that bomb flower. This'll work. No, it won't. What the heck? There it is. Stone of Agony. Don't care about that at all. But... if this is the Deku Tree, we could do it, right? I don't have a shield. And very limited swords, because I think I only have like 1 or 2 sticks. It's the Shadow Temple. It was a super loud car that just went by, sorry. Nothing I could do about it. We could survive the crater long enough to get to the grotto, grab the spider that's in there, and we could open the ferry, take the owl, see where the owl takes us. I wonder if I can outrun the boulders with this thing. Let's save, just to be safe. Yeah, it's like backpedaling, but forward. But yeah, some of those other Let's Plays and stuff, they have a lot of long dead space too, where there's free-flowing commentary. If that's the thing that's of interest. I don't know, like, it could just be the games too. I realize Zelda basically is Nintendo's most popular thing. I mean, it's Mario, but it's just confusing on my end. A lot of mixed comments. Where I really do think it's impossible to make the right decision ever. I said that recently too, and something that's not gonna come out for a month. It's like the Mitch Hedberg joke, where he's like, you can't please all the people all the time, and last night all those people were at my show. This is very true though. In any audience, there's gonna be people who like you, people who just tolerate you, and people who despise your very existence. And you can't ever get all of them on the same page under one umbrella. It's impossible. And so, don't have time to grab the thing on the climbable wall. I mean, maybe, and then instantly die or reset. I thought the message would pop up. Hang on. Let's reload it and get our full time back. But yeah, I always joke about renaming my channel to, like, Zelda Randomizer Guy. Or something, and then just not doing anything else ever again except this crap. Where do you take us, sir? But I could never do that, though. I would lose my mind. Holy crap! Alright. Wait a minute, double damage. They normally do 1 heart. No, they do more than 1 heart, I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter, we're booking it anyway. So we'll see what the dungeon is, and then Chic. Whatever song. It's not gonna be a song. Well, it could be a song. Jabu Jabu's belly. Don't have the boomerang, so no point. That made it daytime. Man, we're just wasting money. Alright. What else is there? I gotta think. Zora's River? We did get the scale. Well, I wasted time in the bomb shoot bowling thing, and it was 5 rupees and then a Skulltula token. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna show it. Richard. I always forget about that treasure chest game. Okay. This is probably the fastest way to get to the river. It's nighttime too, so we could get a Skulltula on the ladder. Too bad about the lullaby. That's a heart container, I think. Or maybe that's the defense thing. I don't know. But going back to the doing only Zelda randomizers thing real quick. When I really think about it though, in terms of longevity and balancing other adult life things, that actually seems to make more sense than trying to do daily uploads all the time of everything. I don't know. Predict weather or something. And maybe every 3 weekends or so do a Zelda randomizer and just never do anything else. Turn it into the hobby that it should be instead of whatever I'm trying to do, I guess. Been thinking about that a lot lately. Oh, what the heck? How very fitting for what I'm talking about. Well. This dude has been changed for a while now. That's good. Because yeah, his magic beans are an item. It's just a pack of all of them. Let's try this again. Can you run full speed with a chicken? You can! That's amazing. But yeah, sometimes I wonder if I even like video games anymore. I mean, I do. I know I do. I wouldn't be playing them all the time if I didn't. We'll get that heart thing, whether it's a container or double defense. Didn't that happen the last time? Or was it Majora's Mask or something? I enabled double damage and almost instantly found double defense, so it just negated it. I think this orange trim is that. Yep. Well, we got a game over, right? That's the whole point. You enable those extra damage. Hold on, get back here, chicken. I can still use you. Yeah. Yeah, the whole point in cranking up the damage is to gamble with the more frequent game overs. I almost said game over. Like the Tetris 99 voice, it's like game over, whatever the heck it says. Oh yeah, Mario was ending. Right? There we go. It's time underwater, time in the heat. As always. Now what? We could turn into an adult and just do the beginning adult stuff you would normally do anyway. Alright, we're here in Kakariko Village as an adult now with our mirror shield that we started with somehow. I feel like that grotto is going to be 200 rupees, so I'm not going to open it just yet. But Anju could be anything. Din's fire. Don't have magic. Alright, 20 rupees. And another 20 rupees. Isn't that kind of dumb? Dampé's Race and the Gerudo Valley archery games. Something was changed with them where if I read it correctly, I think you get both prizes in one go. Or something now. Which is just another awesome speed up. And it may even be that how fast you beat, like this race, for example, doesn't matter. But don't take my word for that. I may have misread something. So, for the first time in probably many seeds, we're doing this. Because I frequently avoid coming here because I'm not a fan. Yeah, I did choose this purple trim of the mirror shield, though. I didn't choose to start with it, so that's still confusing me. Whatever. Man, what the heck? I don't remember this anymore. It's proof that I never do it. Yeah, people that stay true, or not stay true, that's the wrong word. Just stick to one thing forever. I don't understand that. Or I guess I just don't know how people don't lose their minds. That's only one thing. Oh wait, no, it is two, because he doesn't drop anything if you don't do it in time, so yeah. I'm gonna grab that other 20 rupees that was sitting here. But yeah, I think the world has changed anyway, like nobody's in that mindset. Think of how frequently people change careers and just jobs in general nowadays, which in the past, nobody ever did that. Or at least not to the extent that people do now. It's almost expected. Because there's the fear of growing stagnant, which is kind of relevant to all of this, I guess. This well. I don't have the boots anyway, but... Can you get to it? No, it's sealed as an adult, right? It's been a while since I've seen the bottom of the well, even, come to think of it. Alright, let's see. What do we got in the shops? The one on the other side tends to lock up because I'm playing on Project 64. And I just remember that's a thing that happens. Alright. Giant's knife is interesting, but obviously not ideal. I'm saving just in case it decides to crash here. Which it has done before. No, we're good. Piece of heart. It's affordable. Sure. So, up to Goron City, I guess. We have the hammer, we can get that leftmost chest of the boulder maze. And, get the Skulltula now that we have a bomb bag to waste. Can't reach him with the sword. I'm a bomb chew, what the heck? Only a few spots we need him anyway. Well, that wasn't worth it at all. See, there's still the Skulltula on the Goron Ruby pedestal thing. And then Baby Goron. Sometimes I get him like first try, and other times I waste all of my bombs, and it's a pain in the neck. So hopefully it's the former and not the latter this time. There's 20. Is there a stick as an adult? I think it's kid only. Yeah, crap. Finally! It wasn't completely awful, but it wasn't good. Hey, the hover boots. Wait, we know where the Shadow Temple is. Perhaps that is an intended thing that the seed wants us to do. Let's see what's in the shop. We haven't stepped in here as a kid or anything. What is that? Ah, I don't have the rupees. That would be a good song to have, too. Oh well. I don't have a strength upgrade yet, so I don't think I could pull this statue. Unless it doesn't require the Goron bracelet, but I thought... No, it doesn't. There are 20 rupees in this pot. Well, hang on, actually, you know what? With the hover boots... and this orange tunic that we bought for 10 rupees... we can probably trigger Sheik. And we have the hammer. Stupid Zelda's Lullaby, though. Can't actually get the reward here. Let's see what the Fire Temple is, if this is possible. I actually don't know if the hover boots can make the gap. It seems like it. Also, what is this? Isn't this a grotto? Ah, Deku Scrub stuff. Yeah, they're an option to shuffle their crap or change the cost. But I don't ever mess with that because it just makes everything expensive. That's just tedious. Well, Sheik hates us. Well, let's just see what the Fire Temple is anyway, for heck's sake. What is... can't see that. The draw distance is not powerful enough? Okay. Yeah, just passion in general for stuff is seeming to escape me lately. Like, remember that one seed? Majora's Mask Randomizer number 4, the super lucky seed. To this day, that thing is still getting views and mostly positive remarks, I think. And a lot of people commented about the tangent I went on about the whole underwater diving bell accident thing. And so I'm constantly thinking in the back of my mind of stuff like that to talk about, but I got nothing this time, man. Because I remember that. I remember being super fascinated for like weeks in a row of all this underwater video stuff. Oh, jeez. So I'd be dead if not for the double defense right now. Alright. Doesn't matter. I like that this is down here, though, in the fire temple spot. It's, I don't know, there's just something kind of neat about visualizing that. Yeah. Hover boots will make this possible. I don't have a hook shot, though. Wait, no, I don't think this is possible. I do have the Song of Time, though. Yeah, I can't complete it. Not with anything I know how to do. But yeah, it's gonna sound stupid, but like I remember what it felt like to be excited and interested in watching that stuff. Which is why I was able to talk about it so much in that video. But there hasn't been anything like that recently. I like to watch tornado videos a lot, but I haven't really done that. Floods, hurricanes, I don't know, I like weather stuff. I'm always on about weather stuff, but even that hasn't really caught my interest anymore. I just wonder how common that is for people to have interests and then just for like months in a row, just nothing is exciting at all. And you just rather sleep because there's just no energy in anything. Could be a symptom of the times, too, you know, being stuck inside-ish. Because really, I'm not. I actually just got tested for coronavirus because of the procedure thing. Did I talk about this already? I can't even remember. Brain doesn't even function like it used to. But yeah, they just did like the super deep nasal swab, which was kind of painful for 10 seconds each nostril. But it came back negative, as I knew it would. So I haven't really felt any of the things that they say you feel. This is the one, right? Yeah, it is. That might be enough to get to the next chest or two. Okay. If this keeps up, we might get there. Nah, we're pretty much screwed at this point. Or maybe not. Wow, does it actually expect me to come all the way here for that? Alright, I walked to the lake, called Epona. Epona doesn't know about bridges, so I still had to run like a dope anyway. But I guess we could check the grottos and go to Gerudo Fortress, having just warped out of the training grounds. So there's this grotto. The other one I think we need iron boots for, but there are some other ones. I don't know. Okay. The whole time that was there. I could have got that as a kid. Fire arrows, too. That was Dompe, right? Didn't even acknowledge it, because it's like you see it, it's like, yeah, I saw it before. I don't know. Yeah, let's go to the fortress. Rescue one carpenter. You can see what the training grounds entrance is. Actually, we can play the archery game now, too. Sweet. But yeah, it's just proof that those songs, starting with them, is still a pain in the neck. I mean, yeah, it was better than leaving the Gerudo training grounds, spawning outside of the fire temple, having to climb that ladder. Well, you just save and quit, right? Stupid horse. You know, stuff like this really makes you appreciate what they did in Breath of the Wild. The auto-horsing. Whatever you want to call it. We can grab some spiders. There's a hidden grotto here, right? Song of Storms? Or is it a different song? Or is it a bomb? Where the heck are the hook shots? That's the... Okay, I'll definitely take that. Knowing we have to do the water temple. I don't even know the last time I did the water temple with the Zora tunic. I think the last... at least 3 seeds of this that I played, I did not use it at all. Or have it, even. Hey, I can't get this guy no matter what. Bomb Chew hovers. Probably could pull it off. No, wait, it's this circle of stones over here. It's not a bomb. Because the hammer would have opened it. Or appened it. I don't even care anymore. I saw the little rumble pack thing popping up in the corner. Which, is that new? Or have I just never noticed the Stone of Agony before? I don't care. Why are we talking about it? God. Passion. I do have a thing to say about that along those lines. I've noticed lately, even my daydreams are boring. Like all the stuff I used to get lost in. Just a fantasy. Yeah. Mr. Squadgy lips. The carpenters have weird lips. They're like stretched out as if puckered into a vacuum, and then somebody scraped the skin off. That's what their lips look like. And I suppose if that's the way it's gonna be, all you can do is carpentry. Somehow that adds up. It doesn't at all. Still can't play as these ladies. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was mildly fun. It was pretty... maybe it was more than mild. But it was repetitive, so... yeah, I'm not gonna worry about checking this lady out in all of her various colors. But yeah, you know how you have kind of traumatic or even not so traumatic, but deeper wishes of your life that you always go back to. And you're like, man, if only this, and you start fantasizing about it, daydreaming, picture a conversation and start playing it out in your head, but change a couple words and see what would happen then, but it all takes place in your head because you're a weirdo. Yeah, I do that stuff all the time, and it used to be a way to relieve stress. Talk to me. Used to be good at this. Probably gonna suck now. Using a sensitive GameCube controller with not real N64 range. Yeah. There was a time I used to be able to line up the 100s. But that time has long passed. Like the hero that was just dead. Picking daisies. Or his nose. In the soccer goal, instead of paying attention to the game, yeah, so much for that 1500, but I think that's the thing. I don't think you need to actually score anymore in this. But I could be wrong. It could... something. I'll try again. I tried, I failed. Are we surprised? No. I hope I don't regret not achieving the 1,500. The wasteland, no hookshot, no bother. Let's see what the, well, there's a chest. There's stuff in the fortress itself, but... what are you? Deku Tree. Forest Temple? Sure. Well, no hookshot. I'm interested. Slightly intrigued of what's possible with hover boots and no hookshot in here. Probably everything with glitches. And other various tricks that may not be a glitch. It might be capacity, I want that. No, it was just one. But yeah, the daydreams, dude. What I've discovered is the stuff that I frequently revisit in my head. Nuts. Alright. Those events are now so long ago, and the people so far removed from the daydream version of them in my head, that as soon as it begins to trigger in the cranium dome region, another part of the cranium dome interjects like, you idiot! What are you doing thinking about this thing? You always say up there, yeah. And so it almost like the brain interrupts the very daydream, recognizing now that it's too late, it's gone. Like, don't even bother thinking about this anymore. It's gonna actually not be stress relief anymore because time has invaded and infested the very dream itself, making it another source of stress rather than the relief it used to be. Because it's only gonna make you remember how long ago stuff was. This is a problem. But a very strong backflip could probably reach this. Which would be the whole bombing and shield thing, right? Whatever. Did you ever get fixated on somebody, like, when you were younger? A crush? Oh, jeez. Yeah, whether it was a girl or a guy that you liked. But you know, the reality of it is it's never gonna happen, but you still like them anyway. And so that's one of the fine examples of fantasy daydream stuff. You think about conversations that could be. But what happens there, if you're not careful, is you build up in your head an alternative version of the very person that just exists in your head and carries their same name. And you can kind of trick yourself into thinking that's them in a weird way. Like, obviously not really. Like, you always know the difference between reality and your own stupidity. But it's so fun to think about. Yeah, I think that's how... I don't know. It almost sounds stalkerish. Like that's what it could develop into if you're not careful. But then again, it also doesn't sound that extreme, but it sounds like every introvert in the world. Thanks, felt good. Come on, Pierre. It bothers me that you can't spawn him from down here. The ferry goes up, as if you can. We got the hover boots, though. I wonder if we can get to the floor master thing. The room that is this temple's, most forgettable thing. You get all the way to the end and you're missing a small key, and it usually is because of that room. At least that's what my childhood tells me. Stop going in the pond. I want the stick, but it's underwater, so dumb. I actually don't know if I can drain the well without a hook shot. But that's a very small gap. And I think there's vines, so we're about to find out. Well, yeah, that thing. Like, you never go up to a person and be like, I know we never talked, but in my daydreams, we have, like, the best relationship ever. Nobody ever does that. But in a way, that's what the daydream part of your brain is doing. It's basically adding a thing that doesn't exist to make yourself happy. And my point is, it doesn't work anymore. That's a lens that if you turn it one way, you see red, and the other way, you see blue. What does that mean? Treasure chest game, bottom of the well, and various other things. Now, what are we gonna do here? To the rail or to the vines? Are the vines real or are they only decoration? Let's do half and half. And then panic and hope something works. Okay. I'm surprised that was grabbable. Some of these railings in these games... Wait a minute now. That's reachable. It's gotta be. Dang it! I think I was a little too early on the swing or too late. I feel like that was definitely possible. But yeah, things have reached the point where it seems like a lifetime ago. It's very weird. I never in all of my days expected things to feel the way they feel now. It's interesting that that can happen with life. Yeah, there's the room. We can attempt it. We can't push the blocks, though. We do not have the Goron bracelet. It's very strange that this game checks for that, but then the statue in Darunia's room it does not check for. Like, why would you even put that in there? The answer is probably they were building this dungeon thinking, oh, it's a big block, without really knowing how they were going to piece together the chronological order of the game yet, or the linear order. That's my guess. So they designed the blocks first, saw that they were big, and were like, oh, you need a strength upgrade to do this. And then they just stuck them in later. But it still doesn't explain the statue. We definitely don't have it, right? Yeah, no, we don't. But is this high enough to do... Yes. We can reach that. One more chest, and then we're out of here. But yeah, whole new concepts and ways of feeling develop over time that you could never imagine until they happen. It's weird. Like the whole feeling of things being a lifetime ago, to the point where you're not even sure if it was your life that you're remembering. Are you kidding me? Between the Song of Storms and this, it has very weird, very twisted, embedded, expected pickups. But then again, there's two of them. Maybe there's one that is not in such an obscure location. Wait, we can do more now. I guess it's moments like that that make the randomizers fun. But the thing is, the overall package is the same every time. There's always going to be that, oh, are you kidding me? There? And then, like, 10 seeds later, it'll be the hammer or something. It's, are you kidding me? In this room? Like, it's not really new. But it's there. It's all good, though. I think we're actually stuck, because we need to get past the block room now. So grab this key, save. We don't even have to do the Forest Temple, we know that, but we did find the Lens of Truth and the hookshot in here, which is proof that even though we don't have to do a temple, we may have to go to the Temple of Time. I don't know, we have to maybe dip into places. There's a spider on the roof. And grab, now that we have a hook shot. Actually, we haven't checked the cow ledge either. Remember the Billy Joel freak out video I was talking about one time? In one of these things? I don't know, I was just remembering that. Just a fantasy. That's a funny video. That's magic! And it's purple. I did choose for it to be purple. And I like that it's purple. Wait a minute. Well, hold on. We have 20 of these now. Alright. We know where the Shadow Temple is. It's Dodongo's Cavern. And we could get on the roof, finally. That's one of the locations of this game. Every time I play it and I walk through this village, immediately I think about the roof and I want to get up there. Ever since I was a kid, getting on this roof was like the biggest thing that you wanted to do, I guess. And so to this day, when you finally get the chance to do it, I don't know what to relate it to. It's like staring at a cookie that you really want, and then you finally bite into it. That's what getting on this roof is like. Of course, then you get older and your teeth turn to crap, and so biting into the cookie hurts, and then you say, "Dang it, cookie!" I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, the lens of truth, man. We don't need it for the Shadow Temple, but with double damage, risking that little spinny thing, trying to line it up with the proper skull. Hover boots can save you, though, even without the lens of truth. And I was thinking along those lines before, when I warped to the temple, I became a kid, and I equipped the lens of truth because I thought, well, real quick before we go to anywhere else as Adult Link, I could play the treasure chest game, but then I was like, I don't have magic. And we just got magic. Which one is it? There he is. So we don't have to be here either, but we're here. So we'll do the entire back rooms. We're definitely gonna get stuck because Zelda's lullaby on the boat. So knowing that, how deep do we actually want to be in this dump? Which used to be my favorite temple in this game. I do like it still. I like all of it still. Once again, if it sounds like it's all a pain in the neck at this point. He could sure be a pain in the neck. Alright, bats. I hear him. The music's saying, I'm coming, coming, coming for you. They approach so slowly when you think about it. Yet it's scary. Nice cheeks on the screen there. What do you know? Now we can move the blocks a little bit late. Speaking of the strength upgrades, though, I disabled all of the trials in Ganon's castle. So that might mean we don't even have to get the gold gauntlets. But you never know, the fairy over there that has one of the big stones blocking her, she could have something. And I guess it's still possible for something to be in that one trial room. What is this normally? The map? The boss key of the Shadow Temple, alright. Can't get there. Actually, is there a skip for the boat section of this temple? Seeing all of the crazy things people have done with this game. Can't think of the last nightmare I had, just thinking about spooky crap. I still yell in my sleep, though. Surprise, surprise. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's just the far one. This one is bombable. Everything else is fake. Did I finish the fantasy thing? I guess I did. But that really was one of the more recent revelations I had. Or epiphanies, whatever it is, or the opposite of an epiphany. That would be just stupidity, right? A moment of sudden realization, so it would be, yeah, a moment of sudden... that was a bottle, okay. Wait, so that means a brain fart is the opposite of an epiphany, if there ever was an antonym, although brain fart is not in the dictionary. Is fart in the dictionary? Thanks! Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get it, sir, you! Actually, the purple of the magic meter reminds me of the purple in Cossacks Back to War, released in 2000, well, that expansion pack was 2003, I think. But it's an expansion of European Wars, which came out in 2000 for the PC, and it's still my favorite real-time strategy war game, and I kind of want to play it, but getting that thing to work on modern machines is a pain in the neck. Even with compatibility mode enabled and all the stupid things to be like, go back in time! We hate it here! The computer's like, well, I can't go back in time. I'm still waiting for those Star Trek machines where it could be like, computer, make me a milkshake. And then it just appears in the wall. Which also makes me question pneumatic tubes when you go to the bank drive-thru and you're like, I have to give you something. And they're like, just put it in the tube there. And it goes launching into the building. I think they're impractical and that's why you don't see them anywhere else. But I remember in art class as a kid drawing perspective drawings, and that's what it always was buildings attached via pneumatic tube-like things. And we always talked about how in the future there's going to be sideways elevators, and there actually are sideways elevators, I think. And everything would be attached by these, like, jetway tunnels. I wonder how that would feel. Like, let's just say you want to go visit a country that's across the ocean, and you just had to hop into a tube, and it just launched you. Would you feel that like a roller coaster? Or would it be like sitting on a plane, where you know you're going super fast, but it just feels like you're sitting down? Well, I guess how does a water slide feel? Scary. We're getting hearts at least, so... knowing we have to be in the water temple eventually, wherever it is. Yeah, the last time I went on a water slide, it wasn't even one of the enclosed ones, but I went with my nephew, and when I was on the slide, I almost got flung out of it. Or so it felt. So I actually kind of got nervous because immediately I worried about my nephew then being half my size at the time. I was like, if I'm almost flying out of this thing, that means my nephew's gonna die on this thing, on the other slide, because we went down at the same time. I'm done. We got as far. I'm not doing it anymore. That was the final straw. You get one chance with my patience, and then I slap you in the cheeks. I don't know, something happens. Don't have to be here. Not gonna be here. Actually, hold on. Now that we have magic, let's do the treasure chest game. And then the lens of truth is only good for the bottom of the well, which might not be the bottom of the well. But yeah, that was scary because after that whole thing, I was shaking for about 10 minutes. Just uncontrollably involuntary shakes. And everybody thought I was just freezing from the water in the slide, but it was really... I thought I was gonna lose my nephew or something, which is so stupid, because it's like the whole point of the slide is to fling you all around. Yeah. That's right, it doesn't tell you where they are, it just... I was cold, though, too. Because I'm merely a skeleton, and so expose me to any element that's not a blanket, and I start freezing. Cuts right through. I brought a dog! Okay. Gosh, when was the last time I did this room? I think it was in another seed. Maybe not. But it's the one spot of this game that resembles Majora's Mask. You didn't start seeing this kind of wallpaper until that game. Like, this is Clocktown type wallpaper. Stock pot in minus the holes in the wall. Wow, really? Okay. Good thing I played it, I guess. So hold on, that means Zora's domain. As adult Link, I don't think it really matters. Well, no, we were just in the Shadow Temple, it does matter. And the Water Temple, which we have to do, yeah, okay. Take the owl and go to the river that way? Yeah. I guess I could dive under the lake, too. Which is faster, taking the owl and going... Well, yeah, I guess it would be faster to go in the lake. Doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? It really doesn't matter, because, Darunia. still like that noise of the doors opening. I want to know how they made it. Because it really is a Zelda exclusive. It sounds like what they say at the beginning of songs or something. Yeah, I think after this, I might try to get that Cossacks game to work. They were actually on my former channel, one of them, I think they were the most popular videos I did, because there's a camp of people that still obsessively play that game. But I feel like this audience that I've built would not be of that camp. That said though, if you look at my most popular uploads, one of the top ones is going to be how to get that game to work on Windows 10. Which is a really bad video, actually. You're like, hey guys, so this is how you get it to work. Nah, I wasn't that young making it. Just anytime you hear yourself speak, you're like, stab it! Make it die. You know? Or is that just me? People have such peace with their inner self. And I ask, how? No, everybody hates their own voice because you don't have that bone resonation or whatever the heck it's called. Everything bounces off the bones in your head, so you hear yourself deeper than you actually sound. So you may sound like James Earl Jones to your own stupid brain, but everybody else hears like a little mouse. And so then when you hear it on an answering machine or something, like, yeah, I was just calling because I wanted to know, you know, like how you're doing. It just makes you want to drown yourself in acid. Well, we're somewhere peaceful, so how about we subside the stress? That's a song. That's a song I really want. Can't afford that crap. So stupid, stupid fish. Whatever. Zora's Domain would be one of those fantasy places you wish you could live. But of course you would also have to have fish abilities. But I feel like that would be a given. Like when you move to a town and start doing what everybody there does and then you're just an idiot because you lose yourself. But who does that? People do, though. That's what's weird. I've seen it firsthand. Well, third hand? Because first hand would be meaning you experienced it, right? But if you just witnessed it happen to somebody else... The stuff that we talk about in these stupid videos, man. I wish there was a silence or reset button somewhere on the body. The endless Ferris wheel that is inside your skull. Alright. Where is the letter in a bottle? Oh, we're definitely gonna have no risk of burning out the stick with the bunny hood. Alright, to the lake. I actually didn't even think about this when I was questioning which way would be faster to get here. This definitely should have been the way I took, but we did the Darunia thing. That's junk. So we're done. There's the bottom of the well, which could be a dungeon we need, actually, but I don't want to do it. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna get the heck out of here. Zelda's Lullaby. We can complete the graveyard now. I still want to one day hookshot that crate without the long shot. I might actually have another go at that. Yep, I wasted 4 minutes just now trying to hookshot that stupid ledge, and I just can't do it. I don't know the exact pixel of the grave that you have to stand on, and the exact pixel your aim has to be to hit the crate. It looks like I'm close all the time, but it just doesn't happen. So we have to wait till the long shot, I guess, or a magic bean. The magic beans are another thing in this game that make me happy. Like the fishing pond. In Ocarina of Time exclusive. Well, they're in Majora's Mask too, but they're stupid in that game. Well, actually, no, they're not, because they're instantaneous. You don't have to wait 7 years for the thing to grow. That noise, too, is a Zelda exclusive. The little creaky sound of these dungeon rooms. Alright, this is gonna be the long shot, and then we're gonna get the crate on the ledge. Or not. I mean, really, every noise in this game. Like the Poe laugh just now. I wonder if anybody's ever sampled that and then added some effects and made it sound so different that nobody actually caught on that it was the Poe laugh. I actually kind of want to try that now. Starting me with the hard ones this time. Alright, don't choke. I know just what you're thinking. Okay. After much failure, it wasn't worth it. That happened in the other one as a kid, too. 7 years later, haven't learned a thing. I guess we'll just climb the mountain. Now that we have the lullaby, we can see what the fairy has. Both fairies of the mountain. Sometimes I just zone out and hold forward and just wait for the visual recognition to happen to tell me what to do next. Remember when this game was amazing? Like every little thing, like how you could chop a sign in half and then revive it by playing a song. And just all like the random little ledges you could grab. I remember when that was novel. Just the childhood wonder of witnessing it. Like, I would imagine if that version of me could hear me now, being like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this, I don't even care. He'd be like, why are you so mean? I'll just be like, you'll see. You'll see why. No. Do you ever think, what if your brain could be transplanted into your past self's body and you relive your school years, for example? Knowing what you know now, you know the saying everybody always says, if I knew back then what I know now. I think the biggest test would be the patience. Because I guess you would remember that you already did school. I think it would be doable, though. Because think about it. You're in school again, it's what you're supposed to be doing. And it means you have a chance to redo everything, all the mistakes you made after the fact. You get a second shot with foreknowledge now of what not to do. I think that alone would be patience enough to be like, yeah, I'll sit through this again. And I think, almost without a doubt, you would be more social than you maybe were in the past. Because you would have that inclination to goof around a little more, you know? Because it's school, it's not a big deal. However it felt at the time. Burning the toes. Yeah, like all the panic before the SATs and stuff. I'd be all for it, dude. That would be a miracle of gifts. They're like, you're going back. Have fun with it. I'd be like, my God, it's amazing. There's the long shot. So the Forest Temple one was expected to be grabbed first because that's where the Lens of Truth was, which was needed to get Zelda's Lullaby in order to get that. What a strange bit of events. What was the Fire Temple? I don't remember. If it's stupid, I'll just cut this out. But I honestly, I don't remember what was down here at all. It escaped my brain. I remember grabbing this ladder all slow and stupid last time, though. Oh yeah. Wait, we can do more now. The Song of Storms doesn't spawn a chest, it spawns one of those orb fairy things. Actually, that might be enough keys to get us there, but nope. We will investigate everything except the water room, I guess, because we don't have the boots. Easy. Stupid. How do you guys treat those situations? Slipping there and having to redo it, get back to where you were, and ultimately get to where it's trying to bring you. It's about 30 to 50 seconds time loss, right? It's not that big of a deal, but when it happens anymore, you get that little jolt of electricity, you know, it just makes you want to drop the controller, walk out the room, and slam the door. And be like, I'm done, never playing it again. Stupid. And I guess that's all just what you're bringing to it. Because it is just that, 30 or 50 seconds lost. But that's the gamble with redoing things again and again and again. The excitement that once existed not only dies, but it just gets beaten to hell after it's dead. But that's not to say it's not still fun, I guess. It's just the universe rule, right? It's all what you bring to things, the thoughts that you put out there and how they come back to you. Is that Murphy's Law or something? No, that's some other law. Perhaps in a way I miss when Zelda Randomizer was, wow, this exists? This is so cool! Like now, you say Zelda Randomizer, and I'm like, I know, I'll do another one eventually, and no, Twilight Princess doesn't exist yet. At least as far as I'm aware, in a playable fashion on crappy computer hardware. Unless you have a top-of-the-line machine or something, I don't know. Or a hacked Wii U. It's just all the negative comments that I remember verbatim. I picture in my head now, too, when I think of Zelda Randomizers. I know you're supposed to ignore them. Pierre never spawns here. It drives me nuts. I should have went the other way first. Oh well. On that note, since this is another one of those 30 to 50 second chunks, I'll see you in 30 or 50 seconds. In 1 second. Ah, it must be the other side that has the... Where is it? Yeah, that stupid dungeon ranking video I did. Forgot about this place in Ganon's Castle. It's another one of those comments. The number of people go, what about Ganon's Castle? Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, it sucks. Yeah, this is one of those places that sometimes... Like, this is more interesting to me than the Fire Temple. And probably, like, all the child dungeons, too, for that matter. What I do like about this kind of stuff, though, 80th time in a row, or whatever it may be, there's a fluidity with what happens on screen and the duration your finger is on a particular button. And that's what playing a video game is, I guess, but... I guess it's like practice. You do something enough times, you start to master it in a way. Not here, obviously, because there is that factor too, where if you put something down, even for a month or two, you're not going to be as finessed as you were when you were really in the groove of it. This kind of goes back to the archery game. I was saying, I remember being really good at this. I could just snap the stick and be instantly where I needed to fire the bow. I feel like every stick is different. Every time I have to reconfigure the controller, it's different somehow. So there's all these variables, I suppose, that could throw you off. That could kind of go full circle to some of the stuff I've been saying, though. The whole concept of practice. That you do it to get good at something, but then what happens when you get so good at that something that it's not even an enjoyable thing anymore? Or you burn yourself out on it. Then it's like, well, what was all the point of that? What did you do? How far did you take it beyond the practice? Did it bring something good for you? I don't know. Because if you have to just suddenly drop and do something totally different, unrelated to all of that time that you spent doing that one thing. Again, how do you not lose your mind and be like, that was 20 years? And you're telling me now none of it mattered? And I have to do something radically different that I've never done before and have no experience in whatsoever? 20 years more dead, closer to death, whatever you want to say. I don't know. I don't know how people do it. Like, at some point in your life, medication is a thing that is going to be tempting, if not forced in your face, because you don't think healthy. But that's one of those life lessons. You can't say that to a kid. Be like, son, one of these days you're gonna lose your frickin' mind, and they're gonna try to force pills on you. So get ready. Like, you can't say that to a kid. It's like, oh, ride your bike, have fun while you can. Nah, I don't know. Breathing is a thing. Oh, another one of those verbatim comments. What, that Peterson guy I gotta start watching? Alan Watts, all these people that have ideas on how to live life. Gotta start training my brain based on their philosophies. Yeah. I still remember, I see them. But sometimes your own mad Ferris wheel that never stops is too powerful for outside influence to fix it. Like a song of storms and a windmill, man. Get out of here. Talking about chuckling. Well, couldn't do it with the hook shot, but we got it with the long shot, so that's good. What is that? That is good. But the water temple might not be the water temple, though. Might as well check. If it is, do we have enough hearts to survive? Yeah, we do. Should be plenty of time for that one room. And let's go back to our cool colors, because black and purple looks good together. Bright orange kind of clashes. But see, that's one of those stupid things. Like, that is a, what, 10-second time loss? It's like, why would you ever volunteer to do that if the 30-second time loss drives you batty? What's the difference? Again, we know the difference. It's the attitude in which you bring to the moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Deku Tree as Adult Link. I don't think I've ever done this yet. This is beautiful. You know how quick we're gonna get to the boss here? I could burn the web right now. But there's only a handful of chests in here. Might as well pick them up. Shut up, Navi. I like that, though, that those cutscenes are optional now. Oh, wait a minute, crap. The mirror shield is too powerful for nuts. I need a Hylian shield and I don't have one. That's not good. We're right there, man. And then, again, this song, it's nice to have it, but what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be in Lake Hylia. I could call Epona. Epona's gonna freak out about the bridge again. save and quit brought me where? Lon Lon Ranch? I don't want to be over there, though. We have to go on a quest for a shield. Which, was there one in any of the shops? I can't remember. The usual one, but I don't remember it being there. This is another fine example, though, of one of those, this is way more than 30 or 50 seconds of where I want to be next. It's like you can picture it in your head where you want to be, you just want to snap your fingers and be there. But I guess that's not part of the journey, but it's like we already did the journey. The journey was amazing the first time and even the third time. I don't know what that is. Why does that happen? Why does the joy and everything die? Let me check these two things while we're here. I don't know. I was just having a conversation recently about that. In those moments where the stress builds up so high, or anxiety, or even something else. Oh, I thought for a second that was the Minuet of Forests, and I got excited, but no. We saw where that was. It's in the shop. Alright, let's do the boots trick. Yeah, but in those moments when everything is just... beyond... coping, I guess. To the point that you can't focus on anything, and everything that's supposed to relieve it just kind of adds to the annoyance. You try to watch a show and you can't, try to watch a movie, try to play a game, listen to a music. It all just amps it up even more, and you're just like, ah, you can't get away. You're just trapped in like this endless blender of crap. Trying to remember the first time I ever experienced that. It's definitely when something that you hold of high importance is on your mind. Like, probably a good example I can think of is if ever you're in a relationship and something horrible happens to the point that you're fearing the relationship is going to end, and you're desperately trying to figure out what the problem is and how to solve it, but the whole time you don't know what the other person's gonna do, what's gonna be their snapping point where there is no saving it anymore. That's not happening to me currently, by the way. I'm just saying as an example. But that's definitely one of those moments where nothing, no music, no movie, nothing is going to pull you out of that moment and relieve the stress, because the problem needs to be solved. It's that urgent of a thing. I guess there's a time for comfort and cuddly happiness, and a time for freaking the hell out. And they can't overlap. Check this shop. Maybe the shield is here, but otherwise I'm thinking Zora's Fountain as adult because it's open as an adult Link. No, this was junk. The Deku Tree is the Spirit Temple. We don't have the gauntlets, so that doesn't matter. See, that's the thing too. If you just stay in the moment, all I should be thinking about now is, can I do the Spirit Temple? No, I cannot. so let's just continue somewhere else then. Like, there shouldn't be all of the frantic freaking out. Wait a minute. Beyond the river, we could do this first. And actually, we have the resources now to do the Wolfos Grotto without having to really worry about bomb chew ammo or anything. And the Scarecrow, thank God. And what is the Forest Temple? Yeah, nice try, Chunks. What do you know? Just talking about it. That's another option now, but I would definitely want to see what this is. Since we know Forest Temple is in the Gerudo training grounds. But we know where the Deku Tree is. Could it be? Holy crap, it is. We're doing it. We have the hearts. We have the boots. We don't need a tunic. Torches are like right here, right? This door? No, they're off to the right. That's perfect. Do the little trick. Thank you for the D-pad thing. I love this temple, man. For all the hate that it gets with these... well, specifically this D-pad thing. It actually becomes a lot of fun to play. So in a way, I am glad that this is one that we have to do. And that's not just to be in the minority or something. Although I do tend to like going against the grain with a lot of things for some reason. I don't know what it is. It could be that mad Ferris wheel again. Now this thing... my success rate with getting on this ledge this way is pretty much 0%. It happened one time. And I forget... no, I forget every time the setup for it. Are you kidding me? That's like Randomizer stuff. The very moment that you ever need Furore's Wind. This has definitely been... there's been a few interesting placements in this seed. That being one, the hook shot in that random floor master room of the Forest Temple. Which was in the Gerudo training grounds. And the Song of Storms, which I have yet to do anything with. I keep forgetting about it. That really just kind of blows my mind, though, that one. What the heck's going on here? power of water, man. Subdue the crazy. Heart container, okay. Even more time underwater for the one room in the central chamber that matters. Yeah, I'm trying to think of another game or even area of this game where the buttons you have to press to move fluidly feels as good as it does here. As good, that word was. As goods. Now, before that, we actually don't even have to open that door. We gotta do this. We can hookshot the torch, save a key. I do wonder if this is going to get remastered like the rumors say. I feel like no, because it already happened on the 3DS. And I feel like that's going to be all that it is for at least 20 years, if not forever. But if somehow out of thin air there was a true modern console, not handheld thing, I guess the Switch is handheld. Remaster this game, that would be pretty cool, I guess. Almost lost it there. We don't have to do anything else here. That boss key just... I'm doing it though. I like the first half of this dungeon. It's when you go way off the beaten path and it gets a little bit crazy. So now the torch. Where is it? Found it. I thought about taking a year off or so, but the problem is I don't have a different job to do in that time to buffer existing. I seem to have a 3-year limit with everything. Every job I've ever had, by year 3, the mad Ferris wheel keeps going. And it's like all you can do to get out of it. And not to say that this is becoming the same way somehow, against all possible predictions. But the commentary thing has definitely been getting really freaking hard lately. And the frustration level rising. To the point that there's been videos where I've had to remove what I actually did in the moment and come back with post-commentary to cover up what actually happened, what actually was said. Which I think is probably not that far of a stretch to imagine the way that the franticness of this has gone so far. Because if I had it my way, I wouldn't say a word. But... I wonder how noticeable it would be, though. Because I see a lot of times, like, really often, actually, people coming by random videos being like, "You're back!" Like, I never went. I've been doing daily uploads for 3 years, with just a few exceptions, like, off weeks. where I couldn't do daily for whatever reason. But yeah, it's like back to the good old days where all he did was Zelda randomizers. I remember that comment pretty verbatim. Like, again, it's a trap. I can't get out of it. No matter how hard I try with the other stuff that I would say is arguably better. I guess in a way, there are parallels to being stuck at that dead-end job where you're doing everything that you could possibly do, stretching even beyond your role, I guess, in some cases. Not that I'm really doing that here. It's kind of a weird example, I guess. But, yeah, just anything to get to the next level, you know? And it's just going nowhere. We have the boss key. That's right, I remember saying we picked it up. Well, I don't care. We're gonna finish the central chamber. Because we still need light arrows anyway. And the Hylian shield. I know I made that comparison before, probably in one of these things. But do you know how much patience you have to have to be a musician with a hit song? Or a comedian with one very good Comedy Central special or whatever it may be? Where the majority of your fans or people in attendance just want to hear that one song or hear that one really funny joke again until they get tired of it. That's what Zelda randomizers are for me. Whoops, I forgot to push this. Oh well, we'll just do the hookshot thing again. I don't know, it's that weird fine line, like I was saying before. Do you stick to your laurels? Or do you keep changing how you live and what you do to avoid becoming just a stagnant slug under a rock or whatever the heck it turns you into? And I feel like pretty much everything out there argues for changing it up. And that only makes sense if you use common sense to think about it. You have to have something constantly new to entertain your brain and keep it fresh. Which is why I argue so much for missing the school days, even though everybody hated school. And I guess you could argue that those days were very stale, because you go to the same classes and have to sit through it for years and years until you're finally out. It all just goes back to, like, what's the point of anything, really? Because the more I think about that, it's name anything in the world, and in a way it could be prison-like. That's always annoying when that happens. I should have known that the thing wasn't there, but... yeah. So we can go to the boss? Or we could go fight Dark Link, just for the heck of it, and see what the long shot chest is. I'm kind of thinking that, actually. We'll do everything but the boss key windy waterway thing. Was it also one of these things that one time I was talking about when you try really hard? I already got it equipped. Like, if you ever stare at a person really hard with the intent of becoming them, just to feel what it's like to see the world from their vantage point. How sometimes you get that tingly feeling, almost like you're getting close to achieving it. I used to do that all the time. And I always had the hardest time explaining it to people because I'd be like, you know how you're just you? And that seems to be as far detail as I could get with explaining it. The trick with this room... There's a way to make this quick. Hover boots, I think. Yeah. We can hover all the way to the final hit. Yeah, that's how it is. Fast. Actually, you might even be able to hookshot the thing up there. With the long shot, at least. Maybe not. No, it's way too far back there. The wall would be in the way. Has there been a seed of these yet where I've redeemed myself on Dark Link? Part 7 of the very first Ocarina randomizer, yeah. I had the longest, clunkiest Dark Link fight, and everybody commented, like 800 comments of, why didn't you use the hammer? So, where is it? Apparently I don't know how to use the hammer. I did this recently, though. I think it must have been in the Randomizer or something. I don't know why he's obsessively backflipping. So much for redemption. Oh, okay, here we go. That's another one of those things that it goes in tandem with those 30 to 50 second wastes of time. When it's something that you know you should be doing well, like this. All of that time just now, until the hammer started doing what I thought it was gonna do from the very first swing. The frustration level each swing just adds up. It's like higher and higher and higher until you're just like fed up with your very existence. And that's why you squeeze really hard to try to become someone else. But you wouldn't know it. It's all in the silence. And the cover-up words is so much for redemption. But behind those few words were so many other thoughts. That rarely happens. You'd think I'd get mad, but I think I just don't care anymore. This tunnel always brings back memories of Twilight Princess's canoe game. I do hope that comes to the Switch at some point. Alright, let's go fight the boss. All that's left is the boss key anyway. hopefully bypassing that chest is not that big of a deal. This would be a nice temple to exist in real life and just have your own little corner with a hammock or something. And a mini fridge. All you can do is nod your head. Oh wow. All that setup and he was one hit away. There's something almost therapeutic about his death noise. Well, that's one of them. Sorry, I was just letting the auditory stuff work its magic, I guess. Oh yeah, the lake sun too, but we're nowhere near it. Where are we? We're in the forest temple. So we just need a shield, and then we can go to Ganon's castle. Like, beat the Deku Tree and then go to Ganon's castle. But we don't have light arrows. We don't have gold gauntlets. Don't have any of the wallets. But I guess thinking about the gauntlets that we just got before all of that, the Deku Tree is the Spirit Temple. And also this. If this is a Hylian shield, I'm going straight. Where was the Deku Tree? I don't remember now. Was it the Water Temple? No, but that does bring to mind that those spider guys could still have something. that's pretty much akin to... Real quick while we're here, let's check this guy. Is that his normal thing? That's not his normal thing. They're both potion sellers, I thought. But yeah. For example, light arrows being the reward for 50 or 100 Skulltula. That's like the equivalent of at a job doing a ton of work thinking you're done only to find one thing that you totally missed. That's gonna take another 8 hours or so to complete. That's one of those moments. Let's go check this other salesman over here real quick. Oh yeah, he doesn't exist as an adult. Okay, let's let our favorite Ocarina of Time temple ease the pain, I guess. So we still didn't do the 2 rooms on the kids' side, so that's 2 chests. 2 treasure chests. I hate that word, STS. You can't pronounce STS without sounding like an idiot. That we cannot get on this trip, is what I'm saying. An example of the real N64 range not being there. The snap that went too far. So notice if you do enable the real N64 range option in Project 64's controller setup, when you run, you don't run at full speed. Even with it set to 100%, whatever it is. I don't understand that stuff. I just do it to get it to work. That's why I haven't started streaming yet, because I don't think I could set it up to a point where it works and all sounds well. I know all it takes is practice and an audience that's patient with getting all the things right, I guess. But I suppose it's like when you have to go somewhere for the first time, somewhere new, and immediately you worry, how's the parking gonna be? Where do I gotta go? And you start panicking about fumbling it all up in the worst possible way. Because if there's a mistake to be made, you know you're gonna make it, right? So I guess that's the beauty of Google Maps. You can look at your trip in advance, get the street level view as best as you can, study it, so that when you see it in the actual moment, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember what to do here. But I know you can't study everything in life and be prepared. I thought I was in the other room already. I guess I could use the mirror shield for this, but... Maybe not. What do you know? There you go. We had to do it anyway. It's just that shield, man. And a wallet, too. There really hasn't been too many seeds of these that I've done where I have had to go to all these useless dungeons that didn't matter in whatever the seed outline or rainbow bridge requirement, whatever. This temple's music, it's amazing, but it has a quality about it that matches my mood right now. Not the frantic mood, but the fizzling out. Where it's just like, you know? It's like, yeah, you're still here, I guess, but are you? How do you actually feel in the moment? Post-commentary pill feels pretty good. Just had ramen noodles and tricked myself like a dog. Because fish oil pills are good for you, but they're huge. So you have to trick yourself like a dog. You know how you hide pills in cheese? And the dog just eats the cheese and is too stupid to know that there's a pill in there. Although sometimes they're not. Sometimes they eat the cheese, filter out the pill, they stick it in between their teeth or something, and then they spit it out and look at you like, what's the matter with you, boy? Yeah, the dude playing this had a real hard time, obviously, in this room. But yeah, I'm gonna be chilling with you for a little bit here because, like I was saying, in the water temple section, sometimes post-commentary is necessary to cover up what actually happened. And I think this thing is in desperate need of a change in mood, a little bit of a chip or something. I don't know how long I could keep that up, but yeah. Now I just had ramen noodles and I chewed up the ramen noodles until you get that swallowing urge, right? The mushiness in your mouth. It sounds terrible, but it's true. By the way, we're doing all of the Spirit Temple here, and I'll be with you for the whole journey. So hold my hand! No, just kidding. Jin's fire in Smash Bros. Doesn't look like that, and I ask you why. You know what's in that chest? It's a small key. That's the beauty of knowing in advance. Kind of goes along with some of the stuff I've been saying up to this point in this, whatever this is. If that hand fell right now, dude would be screwed. But yeah, when you chew up ramen noodles, it's all moist and mushy, and it comes time eventually, you gotta swallow that crap. And when you get that urge, you have to shove a pill in your mouth and swallow it, and you don't know the difference. It really works. It's amazing that you can fool yourself like that. Because normally, you know, if you're just using water, all you feel is the pill in your mouth. And, I don't know, there's something panicky about it. So yeah, a fish oil pill and 2 potassium pills. Because I figured it can't hurt. And with something as salty as ramen noodles, you need potassium to balance it out. I don't know if it works like that. Probably not. I think you're still dead either way. But yep. Back to the game. What we're doing here is the usual do the adult side, spawn the chest, hook shot to the child side, and enjoy it. Because it's fun to play that way, and you only miss out on those 2 child rooms. These guys suck, though, every time. I think this is... That looks like it's gonna work. I think this is the time it works. It worked! Amazing. And novel, too. No, not really at all. We've seen it how many times? Quite a bunch. That's another fairy in a bottle, baby. But you gotta rub it the right way. Otherwise it doesn't come out, because it doesn't have time for you. The turd guys. Sorry, I'm watching the video, not saying anything. It's just iron knuckles. They command such power. They take over everything. I do think you should be able to play as a Gerudo and an iron knuckle. I don't know how you would program it, but yep. Every time I hear the song, I can't unhear Butter It Up from Smooth McGroove. And well, the comments assume that he said, that's a pack of magic beans. Which is very nice. Every time I see that, I get hungry for carrots. It doesn't make any sense, but it happens. Either that or sugar snap peas, which does make sense. But do you ever wonder what the 3 bumps of the magic beans are? And what they may taste like? Like, what if 2 of the bumps are very good, but one of them is a real nasty flavor? I bet you never thought that hard about magic beans before, now you have. It's kind of an unfair thing about life, isn't it? People can inject thoughts into you. That's why it's important to be positive. Shut up! Yeah, it's true, I know. That's a 20 or 200 rupee, so we ignore it. But yeah, it is weird how, for example, you could go your whole life and never once give thought to the 3 bumps of magic beans, but because I said it now and you had to listen to it, it invaded your brain and it happened, it's part of your history now, and all you could do is look at it and be like, God, that's stupid. But it happens for all things conversational when you really think about it. There's a philosophical pondering. In this life... It's a bomb bag. But, what obligation do you have to participate in conversation? Like, to what extent, how much do you have to converse with other people? You crave it, though. Some people don't. Some people are true loners, and the very thought of people annoys the crap out of them. And I think we all get that way at times. But too much of any one of them is like too much people, yeah, you need time away. Too much by yourself, you start losing your mind. In most of the world, what people consider as fun things to do are designed to be done with more than one person. Like, you can't go out to eat by yourself without feeling uncomfortable. Unless you're just doing it on a lunch break, grabbing something quick. I think some people do that a lot. somewhere that validates your parking or whatever. I did pretty well in this temple, I think. I remember I was feeling in the groove, buttonly pressing-wise. The mathematics of these N64 Zeldas is enjoyable every time. Not that I can calculate exact movement or anything. But yeah, there's not much of this seed left. We're very close to the end now. But there is a little bit of... like, the next chunk after this Spirit Temple... well, I guess I shouldn't say. The video could be shorter, let's just put it that way. This room felt really good, I don't know. That D-pad makes all the difference. Because the bow always feels good in this game, followed by like a Z-target side hop or something. And if the control stick works in tandem with it, and you can just do like a quick flick and get the shot off with exact accuracy. Like that whole sequence of bow, hookshot, side hop just now felt good, I remember. And then that D-pad press just to take on and off the boots real quick without bringing up the super slow pause menu. It's good stuff. The sun, I had trouble with. I don't know if... using Glide N64 plugin. The shield looks about right for version 1.0. I don't know, something about the whole light reflection seems a little bit off, like it wasn't working properly. Like a setting is off, I mean. This room is good too, that quick bomb toss straight to the mirror. It's part of that no-nonsense stuff I'm always on about. And this, tiptoeing just enough to jump slash the dino, or the Zalthos, whatever. Even better with the big Goron sword because it kills him in one go. And I believe I forgot whether or not I had the boss key. I don't even remember where I picked it up. But we do have it. There's the check. So, as tends to be the case, I mean, there's 2 rooms of this dungeon that we did not do, and quite often you don't have to do them in these things. But I guess that's to be expected because it's a whole dungeon and what's 2 rooms? Well, I guess in the Deku Tree 2 rooms is kind of a lot. Loud car! Perhaps a motorcycle even. More likely. I think there's a few people in the subdivision across from me that have motorcycles, and I think that's what half of those loud cars are in videos. But yeah, we decided to fight these guys. Just for the heck of it. Figured I came this far in the dungeon, why would I back out now? Which I guess I should have done in the Shadow Temple. Spoiler alert, it doesn't matter anyway. So, good thing we didn't do it in the Shadow Temple, I guess. But nah, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I feel like that's minor and doesn't matter. This was neat. They changed this. I don't know if it's version 6 or whatever. But they don't start their chuckle until you get up here. Before, as soon as you got into this room, they'd be flying around and it was a real pain in the neck. So that's a nice change that they added. This went very well for the first time in a long time, too. I think it was 100%. Every attack of theirs, the other was on screen to hit. Which, these 2, that doesn't always happen. There might be one that doesn't work. I can't remember. But I guess good thing for that mirror shield, I still don't know. I think the seed is still recent enough that I could maybe go to the website and check the spoiler to see where it was supposed to be. Because I should not have started with it. Well, whatever. As we've already seen, starting with it really... this is the only time where you could view it as cheating the whole purpose of a randomizer or something. Because up to this boss, and I guess this dungeon, having the mirror shield didn't change anything, and in fact it hurt us in the Deku Tree because it doesn't work with reflecting the Deku Nuts. I always love the little kid laser gun noises of this. Takes a while without the big Goron sword, though, unfortunately, but it's all good. Which one's better, fire or ice? I kind of like the fire design, something about red and black. I can tell you I plan on doing Skyward Sword HD when it comes out. I know there's a whole thing about the cost of the game and how it doesn't really look that much improved or whatever, but I never played it. And there's been quite a few people asking why don't I do Skyward Sword instead of a randomizer or something, since I'm tired of them. And I just kind of had a suspicion that it would soon come to the Switch, and now here we are, I guess. And that's definitely, for me, the easiest setup, rather than trying to find a good Wii Motion Plus thing. You know. We'll see. I don't really have much expectation with it. Yeah, there's Big Goron Sword. Kind of a slap to the face spot for that. Since it's one of the few bosses I always think of where the Big Goron Sword really makes a difference. So to get it after the fact, it's kind of like, oh, well, thanks. That was just the water medallion. Pointless in this outline of things. So the thought process here was still needing the shield. I think I went in here because I forgot. I don't know why. Yeah, he must have not remembered what was in there. So this was blind running, just holding forward while trying to think of what to do next. Started to leave, and then there was a moment of, oh, wait a minute. Here it comes, get ready, here comes the wait a minute. There it is. Isn't it riveting? It's amazing. And trying to hookshot divines, which we learned doesn't work. Metallic nature and all that. But yeah, I was going back to Goron City to the shop to buy the Nocturne of Shadow, which we saw was for sale. And then here, I thought, wait a minute, Song of Storms Grotto. Probably said something along the lines like, we went all that way to Gerudo Fortress to get us one. You know, stupid filler commentary. I I might just do post-commentary for the remainder of this. I feel like the mood would be better if I do than what actually happens. But I won't spoil the surprise if I do choose to do that. I mean, we're basically there. We have the light arrows. We just need a Hylian shield. And, if this dude had any kind of healthy mentality about him, he'd know where to get one. But yeah, I think at this point I was wanting this song, figuring it would be a better warp song than the ones that I've had this whole time. But come to find out, it's hardly of any use at this point, this late into things. So now the thought process is Zora's Fountain as an adult. It's the only place as an adult that we haven't really investigated as far as the main Hyrule map. And the idea was, well, there's gotta be a Hylian shield somewhere, because think of how many chests in the vanilla game just give you one. You never have to buy one from a shop. So yeah, here I thought about warping, and then was like, wait, no. Yeah, this is when I realized Zora's River. It was in that moment where I was like, I wanted to get the song and warp, but then I was like, wait, why? What's over there? Because we know whatever the Shadow Temple is, we don't need to be in that. Because we know where the Deku Tree is, and we just need that shield. So the immediate thought after that, I think that's pretty logical for anybody to think, is, okay, what in the overworld remains as just a quick pickup to hopefully get a shield? And I'm just struggling to find the stupid Lost Woods exit. As that happens, I always forget it's on the lower part of everything here. Ice Cavern? Oh, I think I remember what that is, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. These dungeon randomization things, it's very easy to lose track of what was what. Like, for a moment here, I forgot where the Deku Tree was, which we know it's where the Water Temple is. But when it really comes time to go back, it took me a minute. Yeah, post-commentary stuff like this can be quite difficult. And remember I was saying commentary has been getting harder and harder? Like, there's times where I say nothing. Like, I don't know what to say. And so then, when I have to keep playing, though, like, it's easy to keep playing, right? But it's hard to keep having something to say. So then what you're left with is the video game itself, the video file. It's gonna be a duration, but you had this whole pocket where you didn't say anything. So then I gotta come back, and depending on how many days after the fact it is, I have to remember what I did. And, yeah, it can be... It makes things take double or triple the time. So there's a little behind the scenes for you of what can happen sometimes, what has happened recently. I just dropped something. I know, it's like, well, if you're gonna do post-commentary, just say so, right? But sometimes it's like little one and two moments. And what's interesting is I can remember what I was thinking when I was playing. It's just I didn't have the ability to get the words out. So, like, for instance, here, I'm looking at the minimap being like, oh, well, it's over here, I gotta go this way or something. So it's very easy in a post-commentary situation where I may not have spoken that, but to then substitute it because that's what my brain was saying anyway in the moment. So in a way, it's kind of like faking the audience in those brief moments where I do have to substitute something and act like I'm saying it while I'm playing, but I'm not. But like I said, it's not usually... Like, there was commentary throughout this, I just don't think it's worth keeping. So that's why I'm doing this here. But it's usually... Yeah, that was just a nice quiver thing. But it's usually not big chunks like this. Like I said, it's usually like 2-3 minute, maybe 5 minute long pauses if I'm really struggling. I forgot that thing has a boulder underneath in addition to the rock. But I decided to go down here because I haven't been in a while, and I think I even said that in the normal commentary. There's a gold Skulltula down here somewhere, right? That's the whole purpose of this thing. But even looking at it now, aside from the fact that I just played this, I really have no memory. This is one of the spots of this game that you never go to unless you're going for 100%, I guess. But I didn't get the spider. If there is a spider here, I didn't get it. I don't remember where it is. But I do think doing these live, if I ever do get the streaming thing down, it would fix a lot of the issues that have been spoken here. The burnout, the lack of things to say. Like, that's what the audience is for, right? Where it's like, okay, there's gonna be those 3 5-minute pauses where you have nothing to say. It's okay in a live stream, because then you just read the chat and see what other people are saying. And that's why I think sometimes watching after the fact live streams is kind of not as good as a video made for YouTube. But I think I'm in a minority there, because I know live streaming, people think these are streams. Sometimes in the comments I see, what was this? I think I know. No! I was thinking something else, but yeah, we do the whole duration of this, because I saw it and I was like, why not? We need a shield. There's one in this temple normally. And, yeah. Probably about right now, I was saying something like, we do have to get the 2 gold Skulltulas though, and we have the Scarecrow song to just instantly pull out, so why not just get it done? You know, saying it all frustrated like I was. But it still does feel good sometimes to come through these dungeons and just rip through them. Kind of going back to what buttons feel good to press. I didn't finish the whole post-commentary thought. What the heck was I on about? Oh yeah, the streaming thing, that's right. Yeah, so that hallway was useless, but had to check. Yeah, like part of the problem too, like think of all the frustration in this video. That could maybe still be there, but it would be lessened by a chat audience as long as, you know, it wasn't toxic or something. But I think my most toxic audience member is myself. And that's the thing, it's kind of a distraction. So that mad Ferris wheel or whatever I've been calling it, somebody else can interject, like shove a big pole in it and jam it for a minute, you know? And then in those moments, maybe just talk about pizza and what kind of pizza you like and who's got the best, what chain pizza is the best. You know, conversation can go any way, no matter how hard it is sometimes to have conversation. And I think, yeah, honestly, it is just the technical setup of it, and I feel like I don't really have a good room. And I feel like I need 2 computers to do it for some reason. I don't know, it's just a matter of sitting down and at least trying to set it up and going from there, and maybe then it'll just be normal and something I do more frequently. It's just, yeah. But I'm sure people have bad streams too. Times where things do go badly. It baffles me how people can read chats and play at the same time. Like, talking and playing at the same time is one thing. That's a hurdle to get over. But yeah, like, speedrunners. I was watching Zost recently set the world record of 100% on Super Metroid. And it just baffles me that you can play at that level in a game that is so perfected at this point. Achieve the world record again at that level of perfection that the game is now set at. All while reading and responding to the chat. Like, how do you do that? I feel like as soon as you'd look over, I'd be walking into a wall, not realizing it's time to advance to the next room or something, you know? But I suppose it's just one of those things that after you do it so many times, you get the hang of it. The mirror shield almost looks red again in that light. It's a pretty smooth Dodongo's Cavern, aside from maybe that last little bit. Like, I just remember, once again, the button presses all just being like, what's the word? Like, not second nature, but I guess, kind of. Going through the motions, I guess, is really all these are anymore. So here we are, where there's normally a Hylian shield in this next wall. That was stupid. I remember being real pissed off at that time, too. Yeah, bomb shoes. Didn't remember that one, but I did know that it was useless. Yeah, post-commentary stuff like this, too, in terms of burnout of a particular thing, is obviously not good, because it's like, you just did it. It should be done. All you should have to do is click a few things, adjust some volume, render it, upload it, be done, walk away from it. But now it's like, you're not done. You gotta watch it all again. And get back in the zone, back in the moment. That was interesting. That was kind of a fun thing too, letting the prompt stay up there so I didn't get damaged. I don't think I took the damage. Oh, watch this. This is awesome. Finally something. Well, not that, but this. Sniping this dude. It's one of those feel-good things after all the quick snaps that I was complaining about throughout this thing. That didn't work. Yeah, like actually this video I wanted to get out on the most recent Sunday, but because of this post-commentary need, just had to delay it. This room, every time I always try to do something different because these bats always come for you. But it goes without saying that what I chose to do this time was the stupidest thing. But we're there. No Hylian shield yet. And at this point, I was starting to think, is it in a shop? And I'm just being stupid. That was nice, though. Extended magic. Factoring in light arrows, I mean, it can't be a bad thing. Hey, I have a question. Is Olive Garden going out of business? I swear I always randomly see that in the news. Like the whole chain is going under or something, or it has. But they still exist and they still open every day that they're supposed to. And I know it's not really authentic Italian stuff, but it is good if you if you want something relatively casual, but also good with some friends or something. I like Olive Garden. Like, I think if it did go away, it would kind of suck. Forest Medallion, oh yeah. Every time you see that, there's always the, aha, go back to the Temple of Time and see what's there. So then you say, prelude, prelude of light. And you do just that. He has home stretch now. All of that Dodongo stuff was a waste of time. And theoretically I could have cut it out of the video if I wanted, but it's also part of the journey. So now, very angrily, mind you, thinking of frantic me at my worst, it's like, well, this whole time, watch it be in the shop this whole time, I'm freaking out about it. And sure enough, where it always is, even in vanilla Ocarina of Time. And you know what, though? Even in this very moment, I don't know if it's really that necessary. There may have been an alternative way to take care of those Deku Scrubs in the Deku Tree. I don't know. Like, do Deku Nuts sprout them out? Because I thought the whole thing was reflecting... Like, their whole purpose is to teach you about your shield. Wrong shop. That wizard dude, does he ever appear again? Half of these market people, I want to see them again. Like, in the next Zelda game, there should be a town with all of these market dudes, just for nostalgic purposes. But there it is. And apparently we got a deal on it. I think that's the exact location it is normally. So yeah, needless to say, I felt like an idiot at that moment. And was very much back to the franticness of the beginning. Just being like, let's just get it done, we're done. But there is one other lucky thing yet to be seen. This was the moment, that whole run back, I was trying to remember where was the Deku Tree. Oh yeah, and this too, I still didn't know, or maybe I did know it was in Lake Hylia at this point, but I wanted to play the song at least once because I went out of the way to buy it, and I wanted to see, just for heck's sake, what this temple was. This is what I was thinking about before in Zora's Fountain, when we went to the Ice Cavern. It's the Fire Temple. So we run away and never look back. No. I don't know what's happening here. I think I still didn't remember where the Deku Tree was. And then I forgot how to play the song. You can tell it's that end moment stuff where it's just fluster-brained. Spend hours of, I don't know, just playing. Sun's not there, dude. I don't know how I reacted in that moment. Probably just another grumpy passing thought. Of course. So we're back. And if I was really thinking, I would have shot a fire arrow to that web. I think that would work. And just get right to it. The basement of this tree is awesome as Adult Link, though, with the hook shot and everything. So now, finally, with all of the tools, this was actually quite enjoyable. I can't believe... Well, no, I can, because I've only done, I think, one other, maybe two other random dungeon entrances, seeds of this thing. And without that, there's no way to play the Deku Tree as Adult Link. I guess, as expected, it's way better. Just like Dodongo's Cavern is better as Adult Link. I imagine Jabu Jabu's belly, if it was at all possible, would be pretty neat, too. Actually, that is probably possible in this same manner. But without the boomerang, I don't know. Like, how would you defeat the tails, or even hit some of those switches? Unless the arrows worked, but... Yeah, I was just checking the chests anyway. This room is another fine example, Adult Link with a hook shot. The whole puzzle just is defeated in that purpose. And it's stuff like that that is cool. Kind of a brief scare there, but then I remember, well, no, you got fire arrows. Isn't there a way to have Deku Sticks as Adult Link? I remember seeing that in old magazines or something. Like in the vanilla game, there's a trick you can do to make that happen or something. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining things. But yeah, this room too. It just could stay put and do everything from one spot. Definitely pretty cool. And then finally at this point I was like, there's no sense doing anything else in this place. So this was Zora's Sapphire, right, that Queen Goma had? That's an interesting boss fight too. Goma as adult Link. Is he really an adult, though? He's like barely even a teenager. I mean, he's at the end of teenage-dom, I guess. They should make an Ocarina of Time expansion where adult Link has to go somehow further into the future, and he has a beer belly and stuff. Or I'm sorry, a Lon Lon milk belly. But yeah, see, I had some trouble here. The bow was not behaving like the slingshot as easily. I don't know if it's the height difference or what. But Deku Nuts are always... I mean, it worked here. That's definitely one of those fights, though, that it would be cool to make a save state and just do it again. Because it was fun as adult Link, and you would want to do it without that clunk that I just had. I don't know, seeing it now, that's what I'm thinking. Another one of those that we don't care about at this point. So this was the final equip, I think. Well, big Goron sword stuff, though. I don't know, I do think my favorite seed of this that I've ever done, rather, I do think it was the Randomizer, the Triforce Hunt one. But people always say they don't like Randomizers as much as Randomizers, largely because the reaction's not there. Which I guess this post-commentary is a similar thing. But I don't know. It's impossible to know what people like and don't like. I do love this angle of running up to the castle every time, though. If you were to ask me what is my favorite Let's Play I ever did that was not a Zelda randomizer, I don't even know what I would say there. I remember for a while it was Paper Mario 64. But that stupid AV to HDMI adapter, man, making kind of rough picture quality. Jet Force Gemini I liked for a long time, but I feel like it's so old, and the commentary could be better in the long run. Perfect Dark is the best played game I ever did. Like, if that was my only example of me as a gamer, I'd be happy with that. Stardew Valley is going fairly well as far as happy, casual commentary that's not frantic at all. I mean, Harvest Moon 64 had a little bit of that frantic going on just because there's no time in that game to get things done. But there was a lot of casual with that one, too. I think Link's Awakening was a pretty good one. But I don't know. It's all subject to opinion, really. Yeah, this was the moment. A small key, so I was like, ah, crap. What door in this place is going to have the boss key? Of course, there is an option where you can just have the door unlocked. Which, if you're going to deactivate the trials, maybe that's the way to go. But you know what? I think... Well, first of all, I think you never see this running down the stairs. But I think a seed or even a plandomizer, where you set it up somehow, that forces you to go to these Ganon trial rooms instead of the dungeons or something, like that would be kind of cool. But yeah, this is... I didn't know which one to do, and so I just went here. I saw this and was like, oh, well, crap. But then I was like, no, I do have fairies in a bottle. I could just empty one and do this. But there it is. It's like the luckiest thing ever. First attempt. And then just out of curiosity, I definitely wanted to see what this other one was. Yeah, the prescription, very late. Yeah, obviously no need to go any further. Got exactly what I wanted. And of course, there was a moment of relief, because shorter video, almost done, we're basically, we are done. I don't know what it is with the luck in these things sometimes. But this one was definitely an obscure seed with that hookshot, the Song of Storms. Did I say Stong of Storms? What was it? There was another item that was kind of in a very obscure spot. Well, the light arrows being in the Spirit Temple, that wasn't, yeah, pretty lucky considering if the pedestal was all I had to go off of. Why would I ever do that dungeon? Aside from the fact that it's awesome. Oh yeah, if you're still sticking around. I suppose I apologize for kind of the grumpy franticness of this. But I don't apologize for being kind of exhausted on these things. Because I feel like that's pretty expected. But yeah, there is still fun to be had when you get going. 4 moments like that, like the hook shot this time, and... I guess it's kind of like when you're working a job. Let's just say you push shopping carts. But obviously that's not all you do. You have a lot more worth to you. A lot more that you can do. But all your boss is concerned about is like, oh, you go push the carts. So in a way, sometimes being locked into constantly having to do randomizer after randomizer can feel like that. Playing as Ganondorf would be pretty cool, actually, now that I think about it. There's his down B that never existed, except for fan-made mods of Smash 64, I think. Weight Watchers still screams it. Abu! Yeah, overall, this was kind of a Sloppy Ganon fight. Well, I think that was my clunk here. I clean it up now. The rage kicked in and was like, alright. You ever notice, swinging the big Goron sword, Link ever so slightly turns to the left. It'd be interesting to count how many swings until he's facing completely left. Oh no, there we go, another clunk. That double damage, man. Imagine quadruple damage. And being all clunky like this. That's the coolest animation in the game, though, still. The number of times I replayed this fight as a kid was the coolest thing ever. Which then, of course, led to my excitement of him being in Smash Bros. Melee, and then my extreme disappointment that he was nothing like this. Yeah, obviously, the speed up of Skip the Castle Escape, that's been around for quite some time, and obviously chose it here. They sped up this cutscene too, unless it's just messing up and goes faster. Is this still the most epic, I guess, for lack of a better word, Ganon fight? Thematically, I suppose, not exactly gameplay-wise. I'm not sure. Breath of the Wild's ending, cinematically, I guess, was kinda neat. I don't know how that didn't hurt me. I don't know if it was the rolling animation or whatever, but I definitely do take damage in here. This was a very... If you thought that Ganondorf thing had a little bit of a choke to it, this was like the worst I fought Ganon in forever. I would love to hear them... That's why I think... Imagine this game remastered in modern times. You would hear this song orchestrated rather than N64 MIDI files. And that's a large reason why this battle is so momentous, I suppose. But the thing with remasters is they're all gonna be old again at some point. And kinda similar how you can't constantly do only Zelda randomizers if you're making videos. You can't constantly make only Zelda games remastered. Gotta change it up and make new stuff. That said, though, it would be neat if every console generation they did remaster this game somehow. So every generation you got to see how it improved. Visually and sound-wise. But I guess even then you would reach a point where it would just become a tired thing. With very minimal changes, too. There it is, another one down. So yeah, hopefully there was a little bit of something tolerable here. Quenched the longing for those who long for it or something. Definitely not my best go at these things, but Yeah. I don't know what Zelda Randomizer seed I would say is my best one. Probably one of the Majora's Mask ones. Either number 4, the Lucky Seed, or the Patreon one, which was number 8, or maybe even number 9 that happened recently. I don't know. I think the best Ocarina of Time one. I don't think it's the first one, because I don't know, I just didn't like the commentary, I don't think. I would say the Randomizer is the best, but whatever. Thank you, guys. And, we'll see what happens next. If Zelda's all you care about, Skyward Sword will come this year, unless something tragic happens, but yep. Thanks again, and take care.